This is going to blow your mind. What is the significance of the golden lampstand? How does the almond tree symbolize wisdom? What is the connection between the tree of life and the tabernacle? I don't think people understand the true significance of the golden lampstand. Exodus 25:31-40, the lampstand. The next piece of holy furniture presented after the table is the lampstand. The order is not random, for the lampstand must shine continuously in front. Now in front of the lampstand was the table with the 12 loaves of bread. The light of the Lord was therefore constantly pouring out towards the 12 tribes of Israel. So another thing that the bread must do to be part of the heavenly harmony is to keep its place before the lampstand, that is, to walk in the light, to remain in the light. And this light reveals what is unclean and sick, but it also brings the guidance needed by the one who wants to be healed. The lampstand lights up continuously. It is up to the loaves of bread to remain continuously in the light of the lampstand. The lampstand is made of pure gold. The only piece of sacred furniture that is 100% pure gold. Only the atonement cover and the 2 cherubim on it are also made entirely of pure gold. We are thus suggested a 100% heavenly divine nature. We no longer find acacia wood covered in gold. However, although the lampstand is made of gold, its shape is that of a tree. Does this send us to humanity, to human nature? Not necessarily. We will explore these possibilities. The lampstand is made of pure gold and is made all in one piece from a single talent of gold. It is not made up of several elements from several components. It is about a single identity, a single nature, an absolute one, a perfect unity. However, although it is made of a single talent of gold, it has 6 arms or 6 branches, as the Septuagint translates it. We have a shaft, a main trunk, and 6 branches come out of them, 3 on one side and 3 on the other side. It is certainly a stylized tree. So that we have no hesitation in this regard, on each of the 6 branches are made 3 small cups, 3 cups in the shape of almond blossoms with their flowers and buds. So it is a stylized almond tree, or rather a stylized flowering almond tree, and this golden tree burns continuously without going out and illuminates the loaves of bread before the Lord. And it is about the almond tree, not the acacia. Here is what the Biblical Dictionary tells us about the almond tree. The almond tree blooms in the Holy Land starting in January. The Hebrew name for this tree, which means awakens, suggests that it is the first of all the trees to awaken after the passing of winter. So it is the first tree to resurrect to life after the winter. The parallel with Jesus as the first one resurrected from the dead becomes almost irresistible. The flowers are white with shades of pink, and can be likened by analogy to the white-haired patriarch, according to Ecclesiastes 12:5. The beauty of the almond tree has often been copied in ornamental works, as we see in Exodus 25:33-34. Besides being rich in oil, almond kernels were a favourite food in Palestine and were an acceptable gift sent by Jacob to Egypt, according to Genesis 43:11. This is probably the tree indicated in Genesis 30:37, and is mentioned in Jeremiah 1:11-12, when the Lord asks Jeremiah, "What do you see?" And the prophet answers, "I see a branch of almond tree." Then the Lord explains to Jeremiah, "You have seen correctly, for I am watching to see that my word is fulfilled." What it is all about? It is in fact a play of words in Hebrew, because in Hebrew the word used for the almond tree is very similar for the word used for watching. In this way, the almond tree becomes a symbol of God's faithfulness for the fact that the Lord promptly fulfills all his words. The almond tree, the first tree who awakes in the winter, and it is brought to life by God's faithfulness over this part of his creation, becomes an indisputable guarantee that God will bring all creation to life and fulfill all his promises made for all his creation. Just what has been said above opens up so many perspectives for us in the complex symbolism of the lampstand. We think first of the tree of life. The tree of life is placed in the Garden of Eden. Now, the tabernacle of Moses shows us the way back to the lost Eden. Indeed, the tabernacle is positioned so that the direction from the gate of the tabernacle to the Holy of Holies follows the east-west axis. Now, Man was driven out of Eden to the east. The way back to Eden is from east to west. At the entrance to the garden are placed cherubim to guard the road that leads to the tree of life. At the entrance to the tabernacle we find cherubim on the curtain. Thus the tabernacle can be an image of the lost paradise. And if in paradise a central element was the tree of life, then we expect to find the symbol of this tree in the tabernacle as well. The tree of life is a life-giving tree. Whoever eats from it lives eternally, gains eternal life and does not die. God's concern is that after man has sinned, he should not somehow eat from the tree of life and live forever. Life means light and light means life. In him, that is Jesus Christ, was life, and the life was the light of men. John 1:4. Therefore the tree of life can only be a light-giving tree. It truly illuminates the one who eats from the tree with truth and about truth. Through this knowledge of the truth, the one who eats from the tree remains in true life. For eternal life is precisely the knowledge of the truth. It is no coincidence that the lampstand is a stylized almond tree. We have seen that almond kernels were a favorite food in Palestine. The tree of life was placed in the middle of the garden, as it is written in Genesis 2:9. It is not clear where the tree of the knowledge of good and evil was placed, but the tree of life was certainly in the middle of the garden. Man could eat from any tree in the garden except the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, so man could eat from the tree of life as well. But he did not eat from the tree of life according to Genesis 3:22. Instead, he ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Why didn't he eat from the tree of life? Why, on the other hand, did he choose to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil? If he ate from the tree of life, could he still eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil? Besides Genesis and the tabernacle, where else do we find the image of the tree of life? In Proverbs 3:18 we read that wisdom is a tree of life to those who lay hold of her, and those who have her are happy. In Proverbs 11:30, the fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and the wise win souls. It is wisdom that plays for sinful man the present function of the tree of life. He who feeds daily on the almonds of wisdom and the fear of the Lord gains life, gains the knowledge of God, the power to keep his commandments, and finally eternal life. But the righteous who partakes of the tree of life of wisdom himself becomes a tree of life for those around him. Thus the wise, the one who is fed on almonds, wins souls. The life of the righteous becomes a fruit from which those who seek the Lord can feed. At the heart of the lampstand symbolism lies the profound truth that Jesus Christ is the true meaning of the lampstand, illuminating our path and guiding us with his eternal light. As we conclude our journey through the profound symbolism of the golden lampstand, let us take a moment to reflect on how its light can illuminate our own lives. The golden lampstand is not merely a religious symbol, but a beacon of inspiration for our everyday existence. Its light reminds us of the importance of spiritual enlightenment and wisdom from Jesus in our decisions. The intricate structure of the lampstand teaches us about the beauty of details and meticulous craftsmanship. The almond tree's symbolism urges us to remain vigilant and prepared for life's inevitable changes. The tree of life reconnects us with God, emphasizing the importance of maintaining a balanced and meaningful life. Ultimately, let us remember that wisdom is the key to navigating life's challenges and finding light in moments of darkness. So as we go forth, may we carry the lessons of the golden lampstand with us, allowing the light of Jesus to guide us towards a brighter, more enlightened future. You can continue to explore more the amazing lampstand, new arguments why the lampstand points to Christ, its meaning reflected in Aaron's blossoming staff and in the Song of Songs, and why 666, the mark of the beast, actually represents the perversion of the lampstand, by watching our following videos about this topic. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share and comment.